Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we are taking a look at some more spice in Pokemon Go Battle. And today is episode 2 of what I'm calling HomeSliceHenry's Massive Spice Compilation. And these compilations consist of battles submitted by you, the community, that maybe there were only a couple battles submitted, maybe not enough footage to be their own video, but still some pretty cool spicy picks that I did want to feature on the channel. And today's Spice compilation was primarily done in the Retro Cup, and there's some very cool picks, from a Rock Throw Solrock to a Shadow Golduck to an Eelektross. So without further ado, I believe the Rock Throw Solrock is up first. Hopping into the battles here, Frostlass into a Water Gun Wishcash, and as you can see, the Water Gun is actually putting in work there, so this may be a matchup where Water Gun actually does okay, but typically you do want to run Mud Shot. This will probably just be the Mud Bomb, but since the Water Guns are doing so much damage, the Frostlass actually has to watch out for it, and going to go for the Avalanche here, and a lot of weak connection in this set, so this poor trainer, Niantic's just giving them the absolute gauntlet of lag right now. Shields up the Mud Bomb. Can they commit to the farm down? Ooh, lag, which may help them, and it does. They're able to farm down. They bring in Altaria and try and snipe. Unfortunately, the Frostlass was a bit too healthy, so they are going to be able to get off the Avalanche, although a couple more Dragon Breaths does take them out. And this is one nice thing about this team, is this trainer is running triple Altaria counters. So as you can tell, he's very clearly saying, you know what, I will lose to any Pokemon, but Altaria, I will not lose to Altaria. So you can see the Charm Gothitelle, and now he comes in with the Rock Throw Solrock. They go for the Sky Attack here. They probably wouldn't have gotten to the Dragon Pulse. Let's see what they have in the back. Oh no, they have a Charizard. Charizard gets absolutely banished by Solrock. Oh no. And Altaria comes back in to catch Solrock's lack of hands. I know Shreddy normally says, and he catches the hands, but it's a sun. It doesn't have hands. What can I do? All right, picking up a pretty neutral lead here versus a Jellicent, going straight for the nuke, hoping for the no shield. Oh no, he no shielded, and he just sits there. He's like, what did I do? I've made a terrible mistake, and then he quits. Oh man, off to a great start there. Solrock got to stay on the bench. Frostlass was destroying there. Picking up more of a neutral lead here versus Abomasnow. And the Abomasnow throws right on 5 Powder Snow, so this is just a Weather Ball, so Frostlass doesn't have to shield. Definitely a mistake by the Abomasnow. You do want to build up, at the very least, to an Energy Ball. And now we have no idea where the Abomasnow is at in terms of counts due to that lag, although I'm guessing it's probably another Weather Ball. It is a Weather Ball, and again, can very safely let this go, and going for the Avalanche, and Avalanche is going to be doing some nice neutral damage in this particular matchup, and able to take out the Abomasnow. They do have a Galvantula in the back. Oh, and the nice thing is able to get off the Avalanche, and this will be doing a nice amount of damage or getting that final shield, so a 2-0 shield advantage. And honestly, either one of these Pokemon will do very well here, but look at the damage from Solrock. They do come in with a Politoed, going straight for the Psychic. This is going to be doing absolutely massive damage. Oh no, and they get the defense drop. Solrock's shielding up. Solrock is smelling blood in the water at this point, coming into the Gothitelle to snipe. And now they bring out the Galvantula. Lunge is, of course, going to be hitting for super effective. That's going to be doing a huge amount of damage. But Charm is so oppressive, able to charm down and take the win. So again, these battles with Solrock are very cool because I felt like Rock was a really underutilized typing in the Retro Cup. And it's very cool to see someone using an incredibly spicy pick. All right, picking up an amazing lead here. And the Altaria is staying in, so they must be insanely weak to Frostlass in the back as they're taking double super effective damage. Definitely shielding here, as you see no hesitation on the part of this trainer because they recognize how important this Frostlass is going to be. Able to farm down, which is great. And we see the reason why they didn't switch out. They had a Defense Deoxys in the back, so they were ABA weak to Frostlass. Oh man, that Shadow Ball connects, does so much damage, and the Defense Deoxys just dies, and there's the Wish Cash. Now coming in, able to catch onto the Gothitelle, able to save the Frostlass with some energy for later, catching the Mud Bomb, and now Charm is going to be able to put in some work. Unfortunately, the Solrock doesn't have a lot of play here, but I definitely understand shielding up the Gothitelle and just getting as much Charm damage as possible. Ooh, and unfortunately just cannot get to a move. However, the nice thing is Mud Bomb doesn't kill here. Gothitelle is fairly bulky, and even though this is going to be resisted, hopefully should be able to get a shield with the Rock Slide. And so long as they can't farm down, which they do not, then Frostlass should be in a good position to close out this match. Comes in with Frostlass, and again, because of that very nice catch, able to save the energy, so now they're able to outpace the Wish Cash and get the win. So very, very nicely played, and able to pick up the win. So 4-0 in this set. Can he close out the 5-0 with a Rock Throw Solrock? Another amazing lead, and they're staying in. Man, people are building teams that are really, really weak to Frostlass here. Going for the Avalanche, does get the shield. Again, another charge move coming through, and he's going to shield up and probably play it similarly to how he played it before. Is actually this time deciding not to commit to the farm down, which he probably could have farmed down, and I believe he recognized the mistake there and decides to undercharge it. And they have a Gallade, so that is why they didn't end up switching out. Unfortunately, lets a confusion through, and that's going to be doing a nice amount of damage. Able to get the shield, though, which is very nice. Oh, no. Charm Gothitelle. It's time. Oh, no. Gallade does not appreciate Charmers. Shield here, and they close combat, which is definitely not the move you want to throw. You do want to go for Leaf Blade, as it would be neutral. They have a Talonflame. Oh, Solrock! And they just quit so fast. So they had a Fire Spin Talonflame in the back, but Solrock was shutting that operation down instantly. So as you can see, went 5-0, gets a very nice Lampent there. Although the Lampent didn't catch right away. So some very cool battles. All right, and we're hopping into the next battles here. I believe next up we have Shadow Golduck. And Shadow Golduck was part of a triple water team. So a very, very cool team there. All right, and the opponent, of course, switches out. They save swap into Snorlax from the Altaria lead, since Altaria was taking the super effective damage. Going straight for the Aquatail here. Aquatail does some nice chip damage, because unfortunately he doesn't have a great response to this in the back. Does come in with the Golduck, and Shadow Golduck does hit quite hard, but as you can see, oh my goodness, it also takes damage, not the best. So it's a bit of a tough situation. Does get the shield with the cross chop. Come on, get to the move. Oh, gets to the cross chop. Nicely done, Golduck. And Golduck able to maintain switch advantage, which is absolutely huge. Altaria comes in, and he has Jellicent, which is a lot healthier than his Gyarados. And Jellicent is quite bulky. He can just tank the Sky Attack like it's nothing. And the opponent does switch. Nice switch there. They were trying to catch. Unfortunately, he was able to read the catch, and now he has alignment exactly where he wants it. Oh, able to farm down and just needing to get to the Crunch here. And Crunch is not quite going to take it out, but it is going to get it low. And he does have the Ice Beam loaded on the Jellicent, and this is going to be enough to kill like 6 Altarias at this health. And that's definitely going to be able to get him the win. So very, very nicely played there. Able to get the win. Hopping straight into the next match. Gyarados into Crustle. Now, Crustle is very tough here. So as you can see, he is going to be safe swapping out and met with a Drifblim. Oh, Golduck. I want to see this land. I want to see how much damage this Psychic does. Oh, no. Drifblim, you are the destroyer of fun. Oh, Icy Wind. That's resisted. Definitely should have just Shadow Balled there. Has to go for the Cross Chop. Unfortunately, he didn't think he was going to be able to get to the Psychic. So goes for the triple resisted Cross Chop, but it's CMP. Oh, this is actually big. You definitely let this go. Nice undercharge there by the opponent, and you come in with Gyarados, and you're just fully going to commit to the Dragon Breath down. Basically, just, yeah, let as many charge moves come through, and you can just bank all of this energy, and then switch into Jellicent when the Crustle comes out. He does decide to go for the Aquatail here. I definitely understand it. It is debuffed, though. Oh, and they do a very nice catch onto their Jellicent there, and the Crustle comes back out. He does have 2 shields. Oh, and he calls the X Scissor. Absolutely huge. I believe, yeah, at this point, regardless of what the move is, you have to start shielding just due to the fact that you only have a limited amount of HP. So going for the Shadow Ball, that connects, that does a nice amount of damage, but the opposing Jelly is very, very healthy. Able to fast move deny there, very nice. Going straight for the Shadow Ball does get the shield, and we're really hoping the opponent does not have Bubble Beam. Okay, they do go for the Shadow Ball. Okay, it is going to be a race here. Can he get there? Able to get to the Shadow Ball, very, very nice. Shadow Ball connects, able to take them out and to get the win. So an incredibly close game there, but able to clutch it, very nicely done. Whoa, a Shadow Mewtwo. Now, as you can see, Shadow Mewtwo is made of actual paper, but it hits like a truck. So you have to be very careful. As you can see, he is wisely using his shield there and able to farm down. So the Shadow Mewtwo thought they could get to another move. No such luck. Hypno comes in. Is this a triple Psychic theme team? If so, that is an incredible team. But he has 2 crunches loaded. So he's in a really commanding position in this match. Able to go for the second crunch. That does get the shield, and he should be able to get to the Aqua Tail here, which is going to apply some solid chip damage. And the nice thing is now he actually comes in with the Golduck, tries to snipe with water guns, unfortunately not quite able to do so. Is going to need to shield up. They went for a Focus Blast onto the Golduck, and now going for the Psychic, was able to get the shield, which is very nice. Let's see how much this Psychic does. That Psychic does a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Mud Bomb comes through, and can he commit to the farm down? Unfortunately, cannot commit to the farm down. Mud Bomb is going to be able to take him out. I like coming in with Jellicent and getting a nice energy lead for whatever is in back, which it is going to be that Hypno, and not able to take it out with relative ease and get the win. So again, a very, very nice display there. The Shadow Golduck is very glassy, but as you can see from that Psychic, even with non-stab, that hits very, very hard. All right, and the final match here, picking up a pretty nice lead here against an Altaria, and it looked like he did click on the bait there, so opting to go for a pretty risky bait in this situation. We'll see if he can get a shield since he shielded himself. Oh, and they don't shield. That is a little rough. They do come in with the Frost Blast. Unfortunately, Gyarados does get outpaced here, and he's already down a shield, so he has to let this go. Things are looking a little rough. Does come in with the Golduck, and the nice thing here is they are going to be forced to throw Shadow Balls at the Golduck, but they throw an Avalanche. They go for the bait. I definitely think that was the incorrect play by the opponent to bait there, but they were able to get a shield, but they weren't able to get to the charge move they were trying to go to, so that didn't end up working out too well for them. And now just going straight cross chop, hoping to get some shields, able to get shields, and now bailing into the Jellicent. Able to get off the Ice Beam, which is very nice, and this will probably be pressuring a shield, I'd imagine, because they're going to want to keep that Altaria around. They're probably going to be throwing their energy and then bailing into their third Pokemon, I would imagine. They do. Oh, Politoed. Okay. This is somewhat okay. Unfortunately, the health on the Jellicent's getting a little low, so it's normally a pretty good matchup. It's now going to be a little rough. Golduck is going to have to put in a lot of work here. They do go for the EQ. That is very helpful. Can he get to 2 cross chops? Okay. He does get to the first one. They should be taking out the Politoed. Is the Altaria in cross chop range here? Trying to build up. Goes for the cross chop. Is this going to be enough? Altaria is a flying type. It's resisted damage. And the Golduck able to take it out. That extra shadow damage coming in clutch. You love to see it. All right, and hopping into the final set of battles here. These are featuring Eelektross, a Pokemon I have tried in the Ultra League, but I'm very excited to see how it does in the Great League, specifically in the Retro Cup. As you can see here, running an interesting moveset. I actually did not know that Eelektross got Crunch. Unfortunately, it does get shielded up by the Mew, so apparently the opposing player knew, but I did not. They go for Dragon Claw. That makes quite a bit of sense. Mews were running Dragon Claw pretty frequently in the Retro Cup just to handle the influx of Altaria. Oh, couldn't quite get the Dragon Claw off. That's unfortunate, but the nice thing is Snorlax does have a pretty comfortable matchup in this particular situation. As you can see, Wild Charge, it can just tank it no problem. And as you can see, does have the Community Day Superior in the back with the shiny. Body Slam comes through. Oh, but Superior is just so tanky. Like, I'll be honest, when I first heard about the Superior Community Day, I was a little underwhelmed. I was like, man, Superior? But now that I see it in action, this thing is tanky. Holy crap. Even in Great League, I can't imagine what the XL is like in Ultra League. That must be insane. Going for the Frenzy Plant and able to take them out. And they have a Frostlass in the back, but even Frostlass is going to really have to worry about the damage from this Frenzy Plant as they do shield it up. Oh, he's running Heavy Slam on Snorlax for the Ices. Oh, that does so much damage to Frostlass. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that. Holy crap, Mew comes back out, gets to the Body Slam. I believe this should be taking out the Mew. And then can he lick down the Frostlass here? It's going to be a race. Able to lick down the Frostlass and take the win. So running a very unorthodox moveset, but that worked out really well for him. All right, hop into the next match here and picking up what I imagine is a pretty neutral matchup versus Frostlass. But if they don't know about Crunch, this could be awesome. Oh, and they don't know about Crunch. Oh no, that poor Frostlass shields up the Shadow Ball, able to farm down. Look at Eelektross go. You love to see it. They have a Wish Cache. Oh no, this is not looking good for our boy Eelektross. Able to get off the Dragon Claw and bailing into Snorlax. I like that, and able to bait out a Medicham, which is really nice because now he's going to be able to line up the Superior with the Wish Cache in the back, which is the alignment that he actually wants. Medicham, of course, is a pretty nice counter to Snorlax, but Snorlax can fight back. These licks are doing a nice amount of damage, and the Body Slams do add up over time, so this is honestly not terrible. Plus, he does have loaded energy on the Electros to hopefully take out that Medicham. Waiting his clock here, and I believe he's going to come back in with the Electros here, and goes for the Dragon Claw. Very nicely done, so you can apply a lot of pressure. They shield up, so you can see, very nice job forcing the CMP tie to make them dump a bunch of energy. They only go for the power-up punch, and now you just aggressively come into Superior, and deciding to let it go. Ooh, that Psychic does so much. Able to farm down. And gets to the Frenzy Plant versus the Wish Cache. That Psychic was so boosted and Superior just ate it. Oh my goodness. What an incredible battle. Recognizing that he needed to preserve the shield for the Wish Cache matchup. Very nicely done. Alright, the Battle of the Electric Boys in game number 3. Shields it up, it's the lunge, and going straight for the Crunch. Crunch will be doing a nice amount of damage here, but unfortunately, the shield does get matched. Going for the Dragon Claw bait here, and ooh, lunge might KO. Ooh, just barely does not. Went for the Crunch, but unfortunately he had clicked on the Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw comes through and really doesn't do a lot, but able to get to a second Dragon Claw, so that ended up working out pretty nicely. Unfortunately, still not enough to KO, as Galvantula does win the one shield there. And as you can see, looking to swap into the Superior. And Superior is going to have a tough road ahead of it here with this Abomasnow, but it does have Aerial Ace, so it can fight back here. The Aerial Ace lands, does a nice amount of damage, but this is going to be a difficult match. Snorlax is going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting. Oh my, Superior, just what a monster. Able to tank that Weather Ball like it's nothing, going for another Aerial Ace, and the Abomasnow is going to commit to the farm down here and leave with a ton of energy. At this point, you basically just come in with the Snorlax, and you're just going to have to eat a lot of moves, which is really rough. One Weather Ball, there's the second Weather Ball, deciding to shield it up, and if they don't switch out, you probably want to, overfarm just a bit here. Oh, unfortunately, the opponent does get to another Weather Ball, and they're just going to switch here, and 2 Body Slams is not enough to take out Politoed, and Politoed has a move. So unfortunately, Snorlax was left with a bit too much of heavy lifting there. I do believe it was the right play to go for the overfarm. Unfortunately, the Abomasnow just gets the moves very, very quickly. All right, a very nice lead here in Drifblim, and the Drifblim is staying in. I'm very surprised the Drifblim is not bailing out of here. Maybe they're just very, very weak. Shields up the Icy Wind, and building up almost to 2 crunches here. So you can see the energy gen on Electros is pretty nice, able to get to a second crunch here. I want to see this land. Come on, don't shield. Oh, it lands. Eelektross with the commanding 1 shield victory, and he's looking to switch into Superior right away. Shadow Swampert, and they have an Altaria, and he should be in a pretty good spot here because he's going to be able to line up the Eelektross with the Altaria, and then he's going to have the Snorlax in the back, and Snorlax has a fairly decent matchup against the Shadow Swampert. And here can just go basically just straight Aerial Ace. Aerial Aces don't do a lot, but they do enough chip damage where it'll make Eelektross' job a lot easier in back. Although that should about be Dragon Claw range after a couple sparks go through. So Eelektross should be in a pretty good spot here. Straight for the Dragon Claw there, and very, very nicely done. Recognizing that they were ABA weak, and Swampert comes out. In comes the Snorlax, and Snorlax is in a really nice position here. You can take any one move, so definitely just lets this go. It's the Hydro Cannon, able to go for the Body Slam. Unfortunately, a little bit of lag there, loses CMP, but the Body Slam is going to be doing a nice amount of damage to this Shadow Swampert, which already isn't the tankiest, and then you add the Shadow. Yep, Body Slam takes it out there. Altaria comes in, and they're going to be forced to throw energy here because they would get hit by a Body Slam, and then they're just going to get outpaced by the Eelektross to the Dragon Claw. So Eelektross is going to be able to close the match. So very, very nicely played. They're recognizing they were ABA weak to Eelektross, and by reading that, was able to save the Eelektross to take out the Altaria endgame. All right, hopping into the final battle here, another Galvantula lead. As we've seen, this is not the best, so he's trying something different, and I really like seeing this in gameplay. He played the Eelektross versus Galvantula lead earlier, didn't go particularly well for him, so now he's trying something a little different. And he's going to be able to get to these 2 Body Slams. Unfortunately, they are debuffed, so this does make this a little difficult, but actually gets a shield, so the opponent did have to respect the outrage, so able to get a shield, which is very nice, and the opponent is going to be able to farm down. Fortunately, Eelektross should do pretty well in this matchup because the opponent is going to have to go for their bigger move, whether it is the Dragon Pulse or the Moonblast. So he is going to commit the shield here. Oh no, they baited with the Sky Attack. This should just be another Sky Attack, so you can just let this go. This is going to be resisted, really not doing a lot there, and can overfarm a decent amount and get to a Dragon Claw. The Galvantula should be out of energy, so he can hopefully get to a crunch versus the Galvantula. Very, very nicely done. That'll be doing some solid chip damage there. And now you bail into the Superior. Can he farm down? Oh, can't farm down. Is going to get debuffed by the lunge. That is very unfortunate. They have a Cresselia in the back. And the nice thing is not a lot of people run Aurora Beam, so this should be a pretty solid matchup because the Cresselia is going to be forced to go for Moonblast. Yep, Moonblast comes through. Ooh, that does a little more than I was expecting there. But if they can get a shield with one of these Frenzy Plants, then I believe Eelektross has enough health to get to a crunch. Trying to switch out. Oh, and catches on the Eelektross. Oh, beautiful play. Catches the Moonblast, resets the debuff as well. Very nicely done. Gets to the first Frenzy Plant, very close to a second one, gets to a second one, and he's just going to be able to Vine Whip down this Galvantula and take the win. So absolutely fantastic plays to clutch out a very cool spice set. So some very, very cool spice picks. Thank you guys so much for submitting these battles. I really, really enjoyed watching them. And thank you to the audience as well for watching the video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a huge thank you to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.